Virgo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and find out what is happening in your world. Let's see. So it's going to be like that today, is it? All these cards are just going to fall out for you. I will say that you are absolutely on a spiritual path right now. There is something about this that feels very fated, very I know it's going to sound really corny. It does feel like it's aligned with your destiny. There's something here that is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to. It's just this energy that I'm feeling. It's almost like you're getting into a point of surrender. You're surrendering to the energy. You're not fighting this anymore. You're going to allow yourself to kind of lean into it, use it to your advantage. There's something about this. Looking here, bottom of the deck, this does indicate with this Eight of Wands that there is some sort of quick moving energy, definitely some sort of communication that is going to take place. Might even be through social media. Sometimes that comes out with that Eight of Wands card. Not a surprise. I mean, who isn't on social media these days? But when I look at your current energy, I am seeing the Emperor and I'm seeing the Ten of Swords. This feels like there's a conversation you want to have around the steps that you've taken to really kind of get over whatever has happened here in the past. That Ten of Swords energy, it's a very painful energy. This is the most painful card in the tarot deck, but with that Emperor standing there, you've really kind of taken control of the situation. You've taken the steps that you need to take in order to move forward. You're really just not letting yourself be held back in any way. And what you need to focus on, Seven of Pentacles is showing up. And so again, where do you want to invest? Because you've done so much work on yourself. That Emperor, Ten of Swords, you are really healing. You're ready to have some sort of communication. The Seven of Pentacles indicates, okay, well, yes, because this is all very connected to this communication. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that you want to talk about what are your next steps? What is it that you want to do? What is your end goal here? So when you're having this conversation with another person, it's not this superficial type of conversation. There is some depth behind it. There is some maybe, this is my goal. This is what I want. And this is what I'm aiming to do. Excuse me. But this is a very spiritual path here. Seven of Cups in your past position. And so this indicates to me that there was a lot of confusion. You weren't really sure which way to go. That has all changed. You're very clear. And you continue to become more clear as you're healing, as you're kind of aligning again, your head and your heart. You're starting to understand exactly where you need to go. Your strength here is in healing. This Three of Swords energy does indicate that whatever happened in the past, that whatever you have been through, that really kind of overshadowed everything else with that Three of Swords energy, you're healing from it. And what that's doing is it's opening you up to possibilities. So the Ace of Cups is showing up here in your near future. And so this is about making some sort of offer. If this is the conversation you want to have with a specific person, it's like, okay, well, maybe I wasn't ready before, but I am now. And so let me talk to this person now and kind of let him or her know that I'm ready. And so that's that energy that I'm picking up. Whew. Ace of Swords is showing up as one of these external factors from the universe, as well as the Chariot, so Cancer energy. But this does indicate a lot of clarity, a lot of success, everything that you're learning, everything that you're doing, all of these steps that you're taking, there is a lot of success behind it. And it is success after a battle. I mean, that Chariot rides through town after going through something. So after being victorious in some sort of battle. And with that Ace of Swords, I mean, again, it is about conversation as well as clarity. Sitting in your hopes or fears is Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy, but this is alchemy, this is balance, this is, you know what, I may not be perfect at everything, but I'm great at what I can do, and I know where I need help because those are my weaknesses that I need to address. And so that is your hopes or fears. It really is kind of about building your own self-confidence, really just making sure that you have both feet on the ground and moving in that direction. When I look at your potential outcome here, so I am getting the Moon with the Three of Wands. And so there is something about the Moon. So we did just have the new Moon in Capricorn. What this is telling me, there is something here with, could be 3 months. Wands are usually much quicker than that. They're usually like 3 days, 3 weeks. So it's something with the next moon, there's going to be maybe some delays until you can get to this next moon. It might even be 3 weeks because we just had one. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go through and clarify and see what else we get. With the Emperor and the Ten of Swords, I'm getting the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so I love this because you are not just taking action to heal yourself, you are taking action in a new path forward. That Knight of Wands feels a lot like, okay, you've conquered what you needed to conquer. And now what steps do you need to take to forge this new path, this whole new direction that you want to go in? With the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the Judgment. And so this is about making a decision about where you want to invest. Where does it make sense for you to invest? You already have a lot of this knowledge already because you've been doing this work for yourself. And so lean into that for sure. You know what you need to do. With the Seven of Cups, I am getting the Justice card. And so the clarity that you lacked in the past, that confusion type of energy, there was this sense of let's bring you into alignment. That Justice is showing up here to kind of put you in that space. And it looks like that's part of that journey, was to align your head and your heart here. And it was to give you the clarity that you sought. With the Three of Swords, I am getting the Ace of Wands. And so, yeah, healing, taking steps, moving forward. Another thing that just came up about this past energy, so Seven of Cups and Justice, this actually could have been tied to something legal here. So if there was some sort of legal judgment, and I'm saying that because you also have the Judgment card showing up, but with the Justice card, that is justice. I mean, it's the justice system. And so it could be some sort of something connected to court system, legal system, maybe legal paperwork. That feels like everything is kind of coming into balance and you're able to take these next steps forward. Because that Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands here sitting in your strength, you already have an idea as to where you want to go next now that you're healing from whatever happened here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. And that's balance. Two of Pentacles really feels a lot like, okay, I've got a lot on my plate, but there's things that I can do. I can prioritize and maybe deprioritize other things in order to make room for me to pursue what I want from a heart space, go after maybe a new love interest or something along those lines. With the Ace of Swords, I'm getting the Two of Wands. And so seeing the potential in a situation, having that conversation, really just that clarity and the communication are just so all over your reading here. I love to see that. With the Chariot, I am getting two cards. I'm getting the Four of Swords and I'm getting the Strength card. This is what's been happening here. So there was something here in the past, Four of Swords, that you did need to heal from. There was some sort of issue here. We can see it with the Ten of Swords. I'm getting it with the Four of Swords. With the Strength card and the Chariot indicates that you really kind of pulled yourself out of it. This was a journey that you needed to go on in order to heal whatever wounds were coming to the surface. This was something where the pattern would have repeated until it got to a breaking point. And it feels like maybe in a way that it was almost there. This was something that you could no longer just shove to the side. It needed to be addressed. And you did. As hard as it was, you absolutely did. It took a lot of that inner fortitude in order to get there. And that Chariot indicates that you are successful in overcoming all of that. With Temperance, I'm getting Chariot. And so, yeah, Chariot's out here twice, so strong Cancer energy. And so I'm seeing Cancer and Sagittarius showing up in your hopes or fears position. And so you really want that balance that you're looking for. Just really that confidence in yourself, that optimism to be able to take those decisive steps forward. Tell me about the Moon and the Three of Wands. Five of Cups. So funny, I got the same card for Taurus in the same spot. But really interesting here is that there is going to be this shift in perspective. If you've been really hung up on things from the past, or maybe just the negative side of things, really focusing on what you lost instead of what you have, that is all changing. It does look like that is changing around the next moon. By the time the next moon phase, so the next one would be a full moon. We just had a new moon. And so it does seem like things are going to be shifting for you in a pretty big way by the next full moon. So Virgo, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.